instant message from Anthony Joshua to Daniel Dubois, which is possibly the next fight in his itinerary. He says it's not going to be easy, but I will pick them off one by one. And let me counterpunch. I think Anthony Joshua has mad respect for Daniel Dubois. I like the idea of that fight. Those guys have sparred a lot. Those guys have history of things that happened in their history in the ring. Daniel Dubois was supposed to dropped him or knocked him out or something like that. And, you know, that was a very long time ago. And you have to think about the age difference between Anthony Joshua, which is 34 years of age, and Daniel Dubois, which is 26. Do you see what I mean? That's an 8 years difference. So if Daniel Dubois was doing that way back when, you know what I mean, we can see how they developed as professional fighters when they get in that ring and get it in. Bars. But Joshua talking about, I'm going to pick him off one by one. He sounds like an assassin, you know. And I have my interests on this fight. I think Daniel Dubois deserves to be here based on his wins in the Days of Reckoning. This latest card, you know, he's come out victorious on top of not really being the favorite fighter. He was the underdog. So, you know, if he fights Joshua, of course, he will come in again as the underdog. So I think he fights harder when he knows, hey, people don't think I can win, so let me try to get it in, right? So I like the punctual response from Anthony Joshua, you know, because Daniel Dubois has already stated, I'm going to demolish him. I can stop AJ and this, that, and the other. So we will see if he can. And Daniel Dubois does have an aggressive style. And looking at that fight, just as it is right now, just looking from it from this standpoint, Daniel Dubois has a finisher's mentality, and a lot of people questioned Anthony Joshua's ability to take pressure, you know, to take a bombardment of punches. You know, a lot of people question, what does Joshua do when he's caught in that situation, when someone is on the attack? And you know Daniel Dubois is going to attack once he finds out that that jab won't work for him because he's getting countered by a right hand or countered in general. He's just going to go for the gusto if he knows what's good for him. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? If you run into something, you run into something. If he dies, he dies. Right? But no, I like that. And, you know, it will give a test of both fighters to see if Joshua can take that pressure, can take that onslaught of punches from a guy like Daniel Dubois, because he's younger. I don't know about stronger, but he definitely has the energy, he has the momentum. He's won his last two. So is AJ. AJ's actually won his last four. But Daniel Dubois, you know, has knocked off guys that were undefeated. Okay, so, you know, going into an AJ fight is something altogether that much special, especially if an IBF belt is on the line. So that gives an extra incentive for a championship bout, which I don't know if that'll happen. You got to ask the IBF. But you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua stating that he is waiting for Daniel Dubois to pick him off one by one. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!